Obviously, I like being a lesbian, but I more than like being a lesbian. I love being a lesbian. I think it's wonderful being a lesbian. And that's why I titled this video, 3 Reasons Why Being a Lesbian is Wonderful. My name is Giselle Wallace, lesbian life coach and author. I do provide my lesbian perspective here on my YouTube channel. If that interests you, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So today, I want to share with you 3 reasons why being a lesbian is wonderful. And these 3 reasons actually are not the only reasons why being a lesbian is wonderful, but I just wanted to give at least 3 reasons today, and I more than likely will visit this topic again. And there's not one reason greater than the other. They're all important, they're all wonderful, and I'm glad you're here listening today so that I can give you 3 reasons why being a lesbian is wonderful. And if you think that there are other reasons why you think being a lesbian is wonderful, then please share with us in the comment section. So I'm going to start in chronological order with number 1. Number 1, the reason why being a lesbian is wonderful is because I get to learn more about myself. You see, when you are with a woman in a lesbian relationship, you mirror each other because we are like each other. I love being able to be with a woman because we are women and we are like each other. The beautiful thing about female homosexuality is that we get to experience womanhood in partnership. I think being a woman is a beautiful experience, and women have such amazing qualities about themselves that don't always get recognition in a patriarchal society. Women are wonderful contributors to society. The female touch is absolutely needed in a world that wouldn't really function properly without a woman. Women are able to be creative. They're able to share their sensitive and kind-hearted light touch to the world. We can get caught up in a world that is always moving so fast. People are impatient. People can be kind of cruel. And sometimes you just need to hear the softness of a woman's voice. Sometimes you just need to process what you're thinking as a woman. And what better way to do that than with another woman? Because women, we love to talk, but we also love to listen. And communication is so important. But a lot of women usually complain that they're not heard, like we're ignored, or you hear derogatory statements like women talk too much and women don't know what they're talking about. And I never felt that way about women. And unfortunately, you hear this, from a lot of males who I believe exude toxic masculinity. It's like they don't appreciate the voice of a woman. And a lot of them end up regretting pushing good women away. They would say things like, oh, I never listened to her and she left me. And I regret how she used to encourage me, how she used to rub my back and hold my hand and just speak gently and kindly to me. And I would just see like men just push women away and, just not appreciate her presence and just appreciate how she can just uplift your spirit. And I enjoy that aspect of being with a woman. Like the gentle, sweet nature of a woman is irreplaceable. It is profound. It makes life sweeter. So I just enjoy just being in a relationship with a woman who reminds me how sweet it is to be a woman. And bringing those two energies together is it's absolutely mind-blowing. Two women being in their feminine energy and we expressing our love to each other daily is an absolutely wonderful gift. Being with a woman who is like you. And a lot of times people will teach you that, oh, it's not good to be with someone that's too much like you. Opposites attract. Well, I don't really agree with opposites attract, because if you are with someone who is too different from you, that really is going to repel you. You want to be with someone who you have a lot in common with. You want to be with someone who you like. And the reason why you like people is because you like and enjoy the same things. And we live in a heteronormative society that usually likes to degrade and downplay homosexual love, especially when it comes to lesbian love. Two women coming together, sharing love together. They think that, oh, it doesn't make sense for two women to be together. Like I would hear heterosexual women all my life make statements like, two women can't be under the same roof. Or they would say statements like, women don't get along. I never felt that way. I would hear heterosexual women make those statements all the time, and I never felt repelled by women. And this was another reason why I knew I was a lesbian, because I enjoyed the company of being around a woman. I liked being around someone who was like me. I liked looking at a woman. I liked admiring a woman. I liked conversating with a woman. And it was just such a thrilling experience to just be in the company of a woman who was into me and I was into her. And that's called intimacy. So being with a woman reminds me about the beauty of being with a woman, but also the beauty of being a woman, appreciating womanhood, and also appreciating lesbianism. The number two reason why being a lesbian is wonderful is because I like being an anomaly. I like being rare. I like being different. I like standing out. I like the fact, and it is really a statistical fact, that lesbians are less than 5% of the world human population. There's not too many of us. We're very rare, but yet we stand out at the same time. It's like a exquisite, intriguing blend. Lesbians are like the diamond in the rough. We don't make headline news, but I have a famous quote where I say, being gay is not new. but gay is news, end quote. You see, everybody talks about us all the time. They can't get enough of us, even though they act like they hate us. All of the homophobia going around, all of the hatred because you're not with a man, because of lesbian erasure. Well, even with all of the drama, I don't ever tire of being a lesbian. Like, it energizes me to know that I can be myself and I do not have to conform to heteronormative standards. I don't have to, because for one, I was designed, I was created, I was made to be a lesbian. And I celebrate being a lesbian. And even though I may get some pushback, they can never take away the fact that I am a lesbian. I like being independent. I like thinking for myself. I don't think about life the way most people think about life, because my experience, the life events, the situations that I have gone through in this world have deeply influenced who I am today. So I don't necessarily look at how I was raised in a very religious, homophobic family upbringing as a terrible incident for my life. And the reason why is because I'm able to use all of those experiences to my benefit and not to my detriment. I am empowered by living in a world who opposes me, who tries to deter me from being myself, a lesbian. I'm empowered even more to be myself. And I am an anomaly. Lesbians are an anomaly because we do not exist to please the world, but we are pleasing to the world because we are being our authentic selves, and the world needs lesbians. And that's why I love being a lesbian, because being a lesbian is an anomaly. Number 3, the third reason why being a lesbian is wonderful is there is nothing like the touch of a lesbian. Sexual intimacy between two women is not only a wonderful experience, but it's also a very spiritual experience that you will never understand unless you've been a woman with another woman sexually. You see, they tell you that a woman being with a woman is not enough. They like to make you think that every woman needs a man. They like to make you think that a woman cannot satisfy you. But don't listen to that nonsense, because that's coming from people who are not you. They are not a lesbian. So how can they tell you what is best for a lesbian when they are not a lesbian? Being a lesbian is wonderful because you get to experience sexual intimacy on a level that most people will never be able to experience or even witness. When two women love each other emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, and spiritually, it's an earth-shattering, exuberant, elevating, pinnacle life event that changes you, literally will change you. And it actually confirms to you that you are a lesbian. You see, you can know that you're a lesbian by being single. I knew I was a lesbian when I was a single woman. But when you actually connect with a woman on an intimate level, it literally changes your mind about life. Like, nobody will ever be able to convince you that you are not a lesbian. Like, when you get with the right woman and you make love to a woman, it's mind-blowing. Nobody, I don't care who they are, will ever be able to convince you that being with a woman sexually and emotionally and romantically is not enough. It's not good enough. It will not satisfy you. You will actually laugh at people who say stupid things such as that. And once two women fall in love with each other and they have a wonderful sexual relationship, it is impossible to break the bond between that lesbian partnership. The only thing that would break it is literally death, God forbid. That's the only thing. Because when a woman loves you, she really loves you. And when a woman touches you, she touches you in a way where she wants you to feel her in every sense of the word. So sexual intimacy is not just physical, it is also spiritual, because we're spiritual beings. We're multidimensional beings. We're supposed to experience life on more than one level. Being with someone sexually is the only relationship that you will ever experience that does not keep you away from a person. And what I mean by that is, when you connect your body with another human being, you are connected to that person. It becomes a soul tie. You can have a relationship with anybody and not have sex with them. But when you have sex with someone, that is the only relationship that keeps you literally tied to a person. Literally tied to a person. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. That's why it's addictive. So, ladies, be careful who you share your body with, who you give your body to, because everybody is not deserving. But lesbian sexual intimacy is wonderful. And that's why I like being a lesbian. All right, I'm gonna throw a bonus in. So I gave you 3 reasons why being a lesbian is wonderful, but I'm gonna throw a bonus in. And so a 4th reason why being a lesbian is wonderful, it's a very personal reason, but at the same time, it's for you as well. You know how people have a gift or a talent? Like there's some people who are just so good at doing something that you can't get enough of watching them, or you want to participate because they're so good. Like you may know someone who is a comedian. They're just funny. Maybe they're a great actor or actress and you love watching all of their movies and films. Maybe they are a great singer. Maybe they know how to dance. Whatever it is that they do, it makes them unique, and you love them because of them sharing their gifts with you. Well, I always said everybody has a gift, and we all have a gift, and we should share our gifts. We shouldn't keep them to ourselves. And I would say to myself, if I had a gift, if God gave me a gift, what gift would I use? And I said, you know what? I want to use a gift to show my appreciation to all of the lesbians around the world, to just show you how much I want you to know that you are wonderful, and that I want to be able to express myself as a lesbian to you. So lesbian to lesbian, I would use the gift of writing. I'm a writer. So what I've done is I've shared my love and my knowledge and my experiences and my spiritual gifts in the gift of writing. And I've written articles. I've written just what you would describe as being resourceful content that is available to the public. And I've even written books. And I just thank God for the gift of being a writer. So that's my love and my expression to you. And I wrote a book to celebrate being a lesbian, the struggles that I went through, that I faced because of me being myself, and how I overcame those turbulent times. But not only did I overcome them, I became empowered to appreciate being a lesbian. And I wrote a book called She a Lesbian, Finding My Identity in Genesis. And it's a spiritual book, but it's also a book about the life of being a lesbian in a heteronormative society, and how you can overcome and be an anomaly and experience life in a wonderful way. So get your copy. It's on Amazon.com. The book is called She a Lesbian, Finding My Identity in Genesis. And I will leave, actually, it's under this video here on YouTube in the description box. So that there is a link to the Amazon site for you to order your book. I appreciate your support. And I pray that the book blesses you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, 3 reasons why being a lesbian is wonderful. I am Giselle Wallace, certified life coach and author. Have a gay day.